Joining us now is a person who has joined us before, but we had a little bit of technical difficulties with the Zoom, so we brought him back. It is the owner of True Martial Arts here in West Bloomfield, Matthew Sikora. Matthew, thank you so much for joining us again.
Good morning, Maddie. Thanks for having me back. Appreciate it.
So Matthew, let's first talk a little bit about True Martial Arts and the inspiration behind starting the studio.
Yeah, so True Martial Arts is a martial arts school. We're located on inside the Orchard Mall, off of Orchard Lake Road and Maple Road in West Bloomfield. And we offer classes for all age groups, starting for children as young as 4 years old, all the way up through adults, with a wide variety of different disciplines of martial arts. The inspiration behind the start of my school was kind of mixing my two passions together. Of course, I have a passion for martial arts. I also really have a passion for watching people go through these big breakthroughs and personal achievements that they make through the martial arts, as well as in business. So it's been a great venture for me.
Matthew, could you talk a little bit about some of the classes and programs that you guys offer at True Martial Arts?
Sure. Yeah. So like I mentioned before, we start as young as 4 years old. Our initial program, we call it like a pre-karate program. It's called our Grasshoppers program. And that's for ages 4 through 7. And this is a really great program if you have young children in that age group and you want them to learn things like self-confidence, discipline, focus, all of the things that we want our children to know, and we want to instill in them as parents. And certainly we want them to have those skills in school. So not only are they going to learn to defend themselves and be confident, but they're going to learn how to focus and how to listen. And those are, specific skills that we work on in the classroom. We also have our kids karate program, ages 7 through about 12 or 13. So that's more focused on the self-defense aspects, confidence building, certainly a lot of the character development things that I had mentioned before with our Grasshoppers as well. We have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu programs, which if you're unfamiliar with that, that's a Brazilian martial art that focuses on grappling, so self-defense from the ground. We have adults programs in karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, Krav Maga. Krav Maga is an Israeli martial art that's traditionally taught to military and police, and now, more recently, civilians. So we've really got something to offer for everybody, depending on what you're looking to get out of training in martial arts.
Matthew, for someone who is not too familiar with martial arts but is looking to do something different, could you tell our viewers a little bit about martial arts, the background behind it, and then some of those skills, both physical and mental, that they will get out of practicing martial arts?
Yeah, sure. So martial arts have been developed all over the world, and every one is a little bit different. And that's why we try to offer several different disciplines at our school. Karate is your basic, like striking, punching, kicking, blocking, striking, self-defense. Like I mentioned before, we have a grappling program, which is, like submission style wrestling. We have Krav Maga that focuses on, not only empty-handed self-defense tactics, but with guns, sticks, knives, that sort of thing. So the background of the martial arts goes back, since the beginning of time in terms of people learning to defend themselves. And more recently, what we've realized through the process of teaching people martial arts, like I mentioned before, there's these individual breakthroughs. There's the byproducts of the training, which is an increased level of discipline, an increased level of people really learning to set goals and accomplish those goals. And, depending on the person and why they're enrolling for a martial arts program, everybody's really kind of looking to get something different out of it. So it might be your child that you're looking to see, be able to stand up to a bully at school. You might be an adult looking to, get yourself in shape and lose weight and take on a more active and healthy lifestyle. So the martial arts really has something to offer everybody, depending on what you're looking to get out of the program.
Matthew, could you also talk a little bit about the kids that come in to the martial arts studio? How do you guys make sure that you're breaking the stigma of aggression and violence and teaching these kids important, life skills through the programs in martial arts?
So addressing the stigma for violence first, of course, that's the first thing that you learn when you come into the classroom, is that this is for the purpose of self-defense. And we take a lot of time and invest a lot of time about talking, especially to the kids, about what self-defense is and what self-defense isn't. Bullying has become a real epidemic in schools, so we talk to them a lot about bullying. In fact, we have a lot of parents who bring their children to us because they've gone through some sort of situation like that in their school. And we really try to teach them, of course, that self-defense is the last, defending themselves is their last resort. And then to circle back to your question, we really try to instill those character skills through the students through a process of goal setting. Like you might be familiar with, a lot of people are familiar with martial arts and how people started as a white belt and kind of work their way up through the belt ranking system to become black belts eventually. And that's just symbolism for goal setting and accomplishment, right? So everybody starts as a white belt, they set a goal for their next belt, which in our program would be yellow, they achieve that, they set their next goal, they achieve that, they set their next goal, they achieve that. So there's a real sense of confidence that's built through those accomplishments. But it also teaches them to think that way. It teaches them about, setting a goal, achieving it, setting the next goal, achieving it, and through, the process of training over many years, that just becomes part of how they think as a person. And we see that those habits bleed into other areas of their life, in school and work and their relationships and at home.
Matthew, as we wrap up, can you tell our viewers how one can get involved with true martial arts, whether they are a student that is looking to get involved or a parent that would like to sign their children up?
Yes, absolutely. So I would encourage you to visit us on the internet, visit our website, www.bloomfieldmartialarts.com. Right there, you can sign up for your first class, register, and make an appointment to come in. We're offering what we call a quick start trial program. It's a $50 membership that allows you unlimited classes for 2 weeks. You can come in, you can try as many classes as you'd like, try all the different disciplines, get to know the facility, the instructors in the program, make sure it's going to be a right fit for you. And that would really be the best way to get started if you're looking to get started in our program.
Well, Matthew, thank you so much for joining us again. It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much, Maddie. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.